You don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work. Yeah. And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear.
Hollywood likes to sort of devalue black artists and black folk because you get super talented people at a discounted.
Katt Williams has been ringing alarm bells for years. Hollywood, it ain't made for the real ones. It's a playground for fakes, gatekeepers, and the industry's favorite puppets. Those who play by the rules. But if you got real values, real morals, you get pushed out quick. And that's exactly what Katt says happened to 90s legend Larenz Tate. Yeah, that Larenz Tate, the one who came through blazing in Menace II Society, made Heart Stop in Love Jones, and brought black excellence to every screen he touched. He was that guy. Women loved him. Critics gave him his flowers, and the people couldn't get enough. Then suddenly, gone! No scandals, no arrests, no messy headlines, just silence. No more lead roles, no more buzz. So what went down behind the Hollywood curtain? Why did one of the coldest black actors of his time get iced out with no trace? Katt didn't spill every detail, but he dropped enough gems to connect the dots. Word is Larenz might have dodged those shady behind-the-scenes rituals some actors get dragged into just to level up. In Hollywood, if you don't bend the knee or play along, they'll treat you like a problem. And if they can't control you, you're cut off like you never mattered. Now people are asking, what did Larenz refuse? What doors did he refuse to walk through while others just smiled and stepped in? Why'd the industry ghost a man who had all the makings of a legend? Let's break it down.
When I was like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
It's a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully.
Back in the 90s, Larenz Tate was that dude. No debate. His face was everywhere and his acting, next level. He blew everyone away in Menace II Society, playing that wild, unpredictable OG with a temper that had folks talking for days. Then he switched it up in Dead Presidents, bringing serious depth as a haunted soldier named Anthony. You could feel that pain in his eyes. It wasn't acting, it was real.
Man has obviously forgotten some very fundamental things like decency and dedication and honor. Everything the Corps taught us. He is a disgrace to everyone that has ever put on that uniform, and I will not permit you or him to use the Vietnam War as a cop-out here.
And then came Love Jones. Man, Larenz had the ladies in a chokehold. He was Darius Lovehall. Smooth, poetic, that artsy soul vibe that had women melting. The charisma was effortless.
Little something I've been working on. It's new. I call it, a blues for Nina. Ooh. Is that a smile me put on your face?
He was our movie star. Black men respected him. Women were obsessed. And he carried himself with class. He had the looks, the skill, the pride, and he never embarrassed himself or the culture. No messy headlines, no thirst traps, just real talent and presence every time he showed up on screen. But then nothing. No big crash, no public scandal, no viral outburst. Just like that, the A-list spotlight vanished. 1 minute, he was next in line to rule Hollywood. The next, it was like he got erased, and that's what made it weird. Most celebs fall off with chaos, rehab, lawsuits, drama, but Larenz, clean, image, solid rep. Still, the calls stopped coming. Yeah, he pops up here and there, but that top tier status never returned. So what really happened? According to the whispers, Katt Williams might have nailed it again. Rumor has it Larenz started saying no to roles that felt disrespectful or straight up clownish, especially the ones pushing him to cross-dress for laughs. He wasn't down to sell out or compromise his identity. But in Hollywood, saying no too many times comes with consequences. Larenz wasn't here for the BS. He wanted roles with purpose, but when you stop playing the game stops playing with you. Let's be honest. Hollywood doesn't like Too many clean-cut, confident black men who know their worth and don't beg for approval. That shakes up their comfort zone. They'll pick one, give him the spotlight, the awards, the longevity, then freeze out the rest. The rest get boxed in or quietly pushed out. Meanwhile, the studios keep dumping cash into the same recycled storylines. Urban trauma, street life, pain on repeat. Why? Like Spike Lee said, Hollywood loves black pain. It's safe. It sells. It doesn't challenge the power structure. That's the hard truth people avoid.
We get in the position of being gatekeepers. If we're not in the room, if we don't have a green light vote, it's not getting done. Somebody in the studio has to say, we're making it.
So every time there is, as you said, everybody's talking about this is now a new wave of black films. Do you think it's
hogwash?
Hogwash. You don't think it signals a big shift in consciousness? No.
Not buying it.
Not buying it.
Shenanigans.
A black man with self-respect who won't sell out for a check? That's a threat in this system. That's the kind of man kids look up to. The kind who might speak truth and blow the lid off the whole game. And trust, Hollywood don't want that. Yeah, they'll give you one, Denzel, but even he had to be flawless. 10 times more polished, 10 times more controlled, always on point. It's a tightrope. Larenz Tate didn't fade because he lacked talent. He faded because he wouldn't play the role they assigned. And that's exactly what Katt Williams has been preaching for years. Hollywood doesn't reward courage. It rewards obedience.
They all end up saying at the end of the day, Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until...
No. Oh, no.
So they offered him the dress and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. People used to laugh at Katt, called him crazy, bitter, even jealous. But now, folks are circling back and realizing he was speaking truth the whole time. That's why they tried to shut him down. He was exposing too much, and the industry couldn't afford that kind of light. Into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I be like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
That is a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is.
One of Katt's biggest points is how Hollywood tests you. And yeah, folks always focus on the dress thing, but Katt says it's deeper than that. It's about humiliation and control. Right before you make it, they hit you with a moment meant to break you. Something you never do if you had full control. Once you cave, that's it, they've got you. No turning back.
I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things, so I knew that both of those things would become popular.
But Katt didn't stop there. He went in
Now
deeper. Said this isn't just about shady deals. It's spiritual. According to him, Hollywood isn't just corrupt, it's dark. Katt connected the whole dress ritual to something way more sinister. Think secret societies, elite circles, even whispers of Baphomet worship. Yeah, he really went there. Said it was never just about a dress. Now bring it back to Larenz Tate, a man who had it all: talent, respect, fan love, everything. Yet he disappeared, not because he fell off, but maybe because he made a choice. Maybe he hit that door and walked away. And truth is, Larenz has hinted in interviews, he didn't get dropped. He stepped back on his own terms. He chose not to play the game. Didn't take the bait when they dangled it. And trust, that choice came with a price. But Lauren didn't just dip out from Hollywood's shady dealings. He started calling it out. And that's when things got real uncomfortable for the industry. He exposed what most black actors are pressured to keep quiet about: the pay gap. Even with all that talk about diversity and inclusion, Lauren made it plain: black actors are still getting shortchanged. Same talent, same box office power, same loyal fans, yet not the same paycheck. This kind of truth, Hollywood buries it deep. They want black actors to smile, be grateful, and stay quiet. That's the unspoken rule. Show up, take what you're given, and never rock the boat. But the second you demand fairness or start asking for real power, they start pulling strings behind the scenes. Just ask Taraji P. Henson or Monique. The moment they spoke up about being underpaid and undervalued, the labels came flying. Indifficult, ungrateful. But when a white actor demands millions, they're seen as brilliant and knowing their worth. That double standard is loud. And then there's Taraji saying she's thinking about stepping back from acting. Why? Because working twice as hard and getting a fraction of the pay gets tiring. You hear it over and over again. You work a lot. Well, yeah, we have to. The math don't math. But Larenz didn't stop with just calling out checks. He went further, said tossing black faces into lead rolls and writing a check isn't enough. The real issue? Power behind the scenes. Who's picking the stories? Who's choosing what gets buried? That's where the real control is. He kept it all the way real. Until that power shifts, nothing changes. Representation without control? That's just window dressing. It might look good on paper, but it's meaningless. Larenz said we don't really own platforms the way we should. Yeah, a few black-owned ones exist, but not enough. So everybody ends up fighting to get through the same tiny tunnel. And when you pitch to the mainstream, they will often send you back to the black platforms. Like they gotta first decide your story is even worth telling. But Larenz, he never sold out. And that's why they tried to erase him. He didn't follow their script, didn't bow to the rules, and never traded his integrity for a check. The cost? He got iced out. The big roles disappeared, the offers slowed down, and the media pretended he never existed. He went from leading man to invisible, not because he fell off, but because he wouldn't play puppet. He refused to let anyone pull his strings. And real talk, Hollywood's been doing this. They love grabbing highly talented black artists at a discount. Unless you're a megastar with crossover pull, they'll never put that full machine behind you. And it's not because we don't translate, it's because they don't want us to. This is why they didn't just cancel Larenz. They buried him quietly. No scandals, no headlines, just silence. Because when you're too clean to scandalize and too strong to control, they erase you in the background. But here's the thing, the truth always finds a way out. And now that Katt's name dropping Larenz in these convos, that speaks volumes. Because when real ones talk, the system shakes. Larenz didn't fall off. He escaped. And now the truth is leaking through the cracks. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think really happened to Larenz Tate? Did he reject the shady rituals Katt's always talking about? Was it all about being undervalued and underpaid? Or is there something even deeper going on? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe, because what's coming next, you don't want to miss.